The values are the how, because once we get clear on them, in between the lines, in between the word and the meaning, is the understanding. And when we get clear on the meaning of a word, that meaning is its own meta story of reflection, right, thought and action, all before it even happens. So if the word is love, love has a context to it. It has a meaning to it. Now, when the influencer in the relationship, in the group, or in maybe the influence, like a duo, like someone in a hierarchy is in the master and the master, the mentor and the mentee, the parent and the child, right, the offspring. Whomever sets the tone, it would be the influencer, not the influenced, of what the word means in that group, in that cultural alignment. Well, then that's what it means in that cultural alignment. But before that master or mentee or parent creates the meaning with their words in their syntax or order for what it means between those two or that group, then the meaning of the word is left to the devices of the influence, and that could be left to that is always left to the devices of the society. So what I mean is, love has meaning, maybe has a general meaning that's analogous to everyone in, let's say, one society, one culture. It could have a totally separate societal meaning in another culture, in another country, for example, or another group, for example. Now, in the individual, the character of that individual, in, let's say, one country, where the societal context of what love means is to die for another, let's say. That's the context, right? To give your life for another. To love your life less than you love theirs, and they love their life less than they love yours, right? Like, let's say that's the context of love in the society. Well, the intrinsic culture or the character of the influenced or the individual, they can have a slightly skewed meaning of love. Like, their version of love is sexual, predominantly, based on their ethos, their word matrix, the words, the thoughts, the ideas, the behaviors, all the things that ever happen in their life. That's how they see love. For whatever, right or wrong, that's the way they see it. So their intrinsic culture or character, matrix of reality or definition of love, is that it's sensual more, so sexual, versus the society's, I give my life for yours, you give your life for mine. Well, as soon as that individual adheres to the influence of someone that they respect and someone they admire and someone that is now indoctrinating them into their culture, they may shift their internal thought matrix or internal character of what they believe love is sensual to that love is actually, I give my life for yours, you give your life for mine. And if that word love, if the context changes from what initially it was in their mind to the new context, for example, prior to the influence of the influencer, they believed that love meant love is sex and sex is love. As soon as they change their words in the respect of someone that they respect, that influencer, to love is selflessness and selflessness is love, that context is different than it was prior. And as soon as they change their words, their thoughts will change, their ideas will change, their actions will change, their results may alter, and if it alters long enough, that could shift their conviction and create a new reality, a new context of how they operate in the world. And that's why values are the how, because the shifting of values and the shifting of the context based on the influence of a leader or said leaders can change the entire reality of an individual and drive all of their behaviors to do new things. And that can be extremely dangerous, or it's how our socio-cultural ethos evolves over time, and we've become better chimpanzees than we were 1,000 years ago.